Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be discussing Heroes of Mavia token. It's a project which I was in a massive loss on, full transparency, but right now it's starting to show some very big strength, and there is a chance I actually end up in profits on this very soon, any day now, if the trend continues. So I'm going to be completely transparent here in this video. I'm going to tell you exactly where I went wrong with Mavia, but I'm also going to look at the bright side and the fact that I could be entering profits pretty soon on this trade, and that it's still really, really cheap if you zoom out, if you compare it to other gaming projects. And we will be getting into the chart. I'll be telling you whether this is completely just a dead cat bounce for people to exit, or whether this is something which we can look at on a longer term picture and zoom out and see this as the beginning of another major uptrend in Mavia, but also in gaming as a whole, because a lot of people are starting to look at gaming again. They're starting to consider it as a serious narrative, and we'll also discuss a little bit about that in today's video. So drop a like on the video if you like the sound of that. Also, subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. I upload daily crypto content talking about all different types of cryptos, and I highly recommend that you join us along the way and stay tuned for the next videos. Also, check out the sale on my VIP group. It's linked in the description. Use code SAVE20 at checkout. You're going to save yourself some money on any of my VIP options. And that also includes the mentor tier, where you can privately reach out to me on DMs and basically have me as a personal mentor for your crypto journey. Okay, so full transparency. Heroes of Mavia, I was buying this thing pretty high up. Okay, I'm going to be open about that. I'm not going to try and hide it. But for whatever reason, despite me being in a massive loss, despite me being down maybe 90% or something like that at one point, I continued to buy the way down. Okay, now, most of the time when a coin dumps this much, it's probably dead forever. But for whatever reason with Mavia, I got this feeling that it wasn't going to be over, and that we actually had an extraordinarily nice discount on Mavia at $5 million in market cap. So I was buying it on the way down on this crash, and a lot of people were kind of laughing. Even people in my VIP group, they were saying, just get over it. You know, you're in a loss, just get rid of it, move on. But for whatever reason, I felt like this thing could recover. And that is why I kept buying. I just had this weird feeling that this is just undervalued. Maybe some whales sold, and that's it, really, right? The gaming sector as a whole has been pretty lackluster this bull run. But if gaming comes back around, which I think it will, and I'll explain my reasoning for that in a little bit, then Mavia could do exceptionally well. And it doesn't even need to go back to all-time highs to make really, really good profits. Okay, that's the thing. I mean, the all-time highs on Mavia are way, way higher than what they are now. I mean, it's down 95% from all-time highs as of right now. And this is just a big lesson in crypto, because a coin can dip a lot in a bear market, and then all of a sudden you just check it and it's up, what is it, 356% in the last few days. And this could just be the beginning. Okay, we will get into the chart, but it's a lesson on why you need to keep your conviction on coins, even if the price goes down. And the more it drops, the more heavily you buy, obviously, provided you believe in the crypto. So maybe I put in a couple $1,000s here, really, really high up. But if I go and buy $10,000 down at 30 cents, I'm drastically lowering my average. And I think maybe if it gets into the 60s, I will be break even on Mavia. And that's crazy, considering this is one of the worst investments I've made in crypto. Like, just in terms of profit and loss, usually in crypto, I make money. Okay, that's no secret. I usually do make money, but this is one of the exceptions where I have actually ended up in a loss. Obviously, it's unrealized. And the way Mavia is going, I'll probably be in a profit quite soon, obviously, if the trend continues. Now, I'm not saying all the time when a chart looks like this, you should just simply keep buying and that's the solution. It's not always the solution. There have been some coins in the past where I got rid of them after I saw the downtrend begin. Okay, and I'll kind of demonstrate what the chart has looked like on some coins I bought. So let's say it looked like that. Okay, and then once it started coming down, I would have exited it. So let's say I bought a coin, let's just say here, okay, and then it pumped a lot, maybe pumped the 5x from the buy point to the top, and then it started heavily coming down, okay? And for whatever reason, the project wasn't doing too good. They stopped marketing, whatever happened, right? And once I saw the kind of signs that this thing is dying out, I would have sold here. As soon as I saw the kind of the warning signs, the warning signals. And a lot of people would have criticized me and said, "Why are you selling that? It's just a retracement." But what actually happened was the coin ended up going way lower, below even my buy level. And had you just held it and just kept DCAing the whole way down, you would have been in a massive, massive loss. Okay. And a perfect example of this was a coin called Lit Labs, where I bought it very, very low. Okay. I made a 5x on it. I took profits at the top. And then as it started coming down, I basically took the rest out. Even though it was down lower than what I wanted it to be, at least I came out of the trade in profits, and I didn't just keep blindly buying the dip all the way down like a lot of other people did. I saw the warning signs and I got out. Now, I don't think Mavia is that type of a project because they are still building. They are still on crypto.com. Okay. And the game still functions. And I just don't see any reason why this project would just be a complete and utter slow rug. Now, I have said in the past, Mavia, it's either a coin which just goes to zero and we all get wrecked on it, or it's a coin where it 100x's. There's like no in between, really. This is like an all or nothing play. And that's kind of what I like about it, because a lot of gaming coins last cycle were about that. They were either you make a ton of money on this thing, or it just goes to zero and, you lost in the casino. That is what Mavia is to me. This thing genuinely has potential to have like $1 billion market cap or higher. But it also has the potential to just slowly wither away over time, like it has been doing for pretty much this whole bull run. But the timing of this rally for me is very, very good, because it's already showing signs of being a fast mover. And I do think gaming in general is due a comeback at some point this cycle. We have a few things coming to gaming. Obviously, we have GTA 6 releasing later on in the year. We have the Guns token coming out as well. So there's a few things for gaming which for me could lead to it having a rally, plus the fact of the meme coin exhaustion in the market. And I've already told you guys a few times that a lot of the money which went into meme coins would have been invested in gaming had memes not done so well. So there's kind of like a inverse relation between gaming and memes, and kind of like a leeching effect. So when the meme coins are doing really, really well, the gaming coins are probably keeping quite quiet because money from gaming is moving over to memes. And I think that's pretty much one of the things that happened that caused the downfall of gaming. But since a lot of people right now are exhausted with meme coins, it would not surprise me if gaming does have a comeback. Now, I'm not saying memes are completely dead and they're not going to do anything all cycle. I don't believe that. They could do well. But what I am saying is gaming is far less saturated than memes. Okay, there's maybe only 10 to 20 good gaming projects, whereas I could name you maybe 100 or 200 meme coins which could do well, right? So it's a lot easier for investors. And I also think it is a narrative which has hype similar to memes. Not as much hype as memes, but if you look at all the different sectors in crypto, layer ones, RWA, gaming, memes, I would definitely say gaming and memes are the two which lean the most towards hype and towards retail. Whereas things like layer ones and RWA, they are much more institutional focused sectors. Okay. So when retail comes back, when all the hype comes back in the market, I do think gaming could be a narrative which has a comeback, alongside the fact that it has the catalyst coming for it this year. So if we take a look at the Mavia chart here, you can see obviously it was in this massive downtrend, and I just threw on the fibs, literally, short term here from the bottom of the crash to the high of the pump, just to look at potential retracement levels, because I'm sure some people will be looking at Mavia and they maybe want to get a position in it, but they don't want to buy it on this pump. There's a chance if it was to correct, it would kind of use the fib levels and respect them. So I could potentially look at a dip on Mavia coming down to 30 cents if it was to dip. Okay, now this pump could just keep on going up, in which case I would have to, increase the fibs higher. And that would obviously move the golden pocket higher. If we go and look at the 4-hour chart, you can see that it might be over in the short term, but it wouldn't surprise me if we just keep on making higher highs, provided the overall market doesn't tank. But we are getting some signals that it's pretty overbought. Okay, on the 4-hour, the stochastics got very, very high. On the daily, the stochastics also got pretty high. But interestingly, the stochastics are actually higher here than what they are now. Now, that's probably due to the lag with kind of RSIs. Okay, they are notoriously known for being a bit of a lagging indicator. But what I am seeing is obviously we did kind of reach a mini euphoric stage here. There could be a bit of a correction to come. And if I was to kind of look at a level which I was going to be buying, it would obviously be this level here. And that also makes sense because of this accumulation that we had, in and around the golden pocket, using that as kind of support and resistance for pretty much the whole month of February. We were ranging in that level. And then we had the further capitulation, which maybe we never see these prices again with Mavia, or maybe we see it in the bear market, right? Who knows? But looking at this, if I was looking for an entry, it would probably be this level here where I would start buying again. But, long term, Mavia looks very bullish. Maybe it comes back down, has a little bounce off this level, and then we go and make a higher high and really start ramping up the bullish momentum, especially as this bull run continues in the overall market. Okay. But for that to happen, I think Bitcoin needs to really get above like 91 to 94K. I don't think just where we are right now is really too telling. We are still kind of in no man's land. So I would like to see Bitcoin get above 91. And to be honest, even 94K, because this was a money flow point of control when I was looking at the chart. You can see that there, it's showing it on the chart prime indicator. So for Bitcoin, I think we need to get above 91 and probably even like 94, 95, 96K for us to really be bullish. And in that time, Mavia could really do anything, right? But once we get above that level, I think alt season will begin or will continue, however you want to look at it. And the total free will really start rallying. When total free breaks above this level here and starts pumping, man, some of these gaming coins are going to do wonders, I believe. So, if you're getting in now, I still think you're kind of early. I would just probably wait for a better retracement level on Mavia in the short term before buying, right? But not financial advice. These are just my opinions. Now, if you look at the actual fundamentals of Mavia, it is obviously a mobile game, which I like. I'm more bullish on accessibility as opposed to necessarily just graphics. A lot of people, they only look at graphics. For me, it's also about how addictive it is, how accessible it is. People can play games on mobile all around the world, but PC games are a bit more niche, right? Not everyone can afford a good gaming PC, whereas pretty much everyone in the world has some form of mobile phone. Therefore, they could probably play this game. So I like that. They also released their Ruby marketplace, which is bullish. You can basically trade the in-game token and Mavia, which is great. Obviously leads to more use case of the actual Mavia token. So you've got the Ruby token and you've got the Mavia token, which obviously equates to real money if you sell that. Now, it's a game that's very similar to Clash of Clans, which is a game I've played since I was like 9 years old. Literally one of the first games I ever played was Clash of Clans. I was maybe even younger than 9. Maybe I was like 7 or 8. But when the game came out, I'm probably revealing my age here. When the game came out, I had a friend. He showed me it. We started playing it, and since then, it's been one of the few games I've actually played. But yeah, I mean, it's a good game. People play it. It's played all around the world. Supercell is valued tons in their actual valuation, right? So it wouldn't surprise me if something like this, especially if it got popular, which it kind of is, right? The reviews are good, but the play rates were lowering. But if the popularity to the game continues and people around the crypto space are talking about it, I wouldn't be surprised if it does really, really well in price, okay? So where could it go from here? Honestly, it's so speculative, but Mavia could do anything between like a 10x from here to maybe even a 50x from here, okay, in the bull run. We'll have to see what happens, but it's already up, like 4x on this pump, something like that. So if it does another 20x from here, you're talking like a 80x, right? So, you know, that's obviously provided it continues this rally. It could just stop and begin its downtrend again. And that's the risk I'm willing to take, right? That's cryptocurrency. So if I lose my money on this, so what? I put peanuts in it. I knew that from the beginning that it was risky, and I still know it now. So that's why I have my high conviction blue chips. And that's why I have coins like Mavia as less than 1% of my portfolio, but they can still do very well. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on X as well, Crypto Archie YT. I'm posting updates on a lot of the coins which I hold. And most importantly, check out the VIP group sale. It's Save 20 at checkout. That's SAVE and then the number 20 at checkout. You can basically save 20% on any of my membership options. This includes a Discord server, which is active 24/7. People are talking about the markets in this chat all day long. We do voice chats as well. And in these voice chats, numerous times a week, I also do private live streams, and I can give you a personal portfolio review. I'll tell you exactly what I would change, exactly what I would adjust, and, you know, the potential X's your portfolio could produce this bull run. So if you like the sound of that, check it out. It's the first link in the description. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Goodbye.